Welcome back to the news at 10. Street hawking and trading is illegal in the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja. However, the activities of these traders seem to be on the increase in different parts of the city center. The Abuja Environment Protection Board is saddled with the responsibility of ridding the streets of the illegal venture, and several arrests and prosecutions have been made over the years. Our community report tonight looks at the rising trend of street trading in Abuja.
Men, women, young and middle-aged, taking to the streets of Abuja to sell their wares. They swerve through traffic, not minding the dangers of their trade. Among residents, the situation calls for concern, especially as it affects traffic and the environment.
Street trading is not good in Abuja. Why I say so is that some boys, they use that opportunity to snatch the phone.
People selling market in the main road is cause hold up, number one. And if anything, it can cause accident, and let's say it's not make the Abuja clean.
Under Section 35 of the Abuja Environmental Protection Board Act of 1997, street trading and begging is prohibited in the nation's capital. However, the traders insist that there are little options for them because of the economic reality in the country.
Street trading all over the world exists, but it has to be monitored. But in Nigeria or Abuja, where you have so much poverty, people are not considering traffic situation. They want something to eat.
Street hawking is not a yardstick for traffic. Traffic is actually a mindset of the people of Nigeria in general, because even at night when there is no street hawking, you can still find traffic.
The AEPB is saddled with the responsibility of abating environmental nuisance, and the agency considers street trading as a problem.
There are abundant marketplaces and market spaces within the capital city, so that and the satellite towns, so that they can do their legitimate businesses. But where they are found to be still trading on the streets, what we do is to now arrest them, impound their goods, bring them to the court, to the mobile court.
On a daily basis, officials of the board throng the streets in search of violators of the AEPB Act. According to the agency, a total of 8,231 street hawkers have been arrested between January and October 2018. 8,122 of these have been prosecuted. They are either sent to jail or made to pay a fine.
There are some merchants within the market that will give them articles to trade on the street. And then whatever they sell, they return back the monies for those traders and get another article to still go back to the same road to be trading. So what we're going to do is we are going after identifying the merchants that are giving them items to trade on the street.
The Federal Capital Territory Administration is hoping to construct more market spaces and encourage these hawkers to display their wares at the legal places and discourage street hawking.
The 20th edition of the Redeemed Christian Church of God's Holy Ghost Congress has been concluded, but not the message. The General Overseer of the Church, Pastor Enoch Adeboye, during the event emphasized the need for Christians to be Christ-like in words and in behavior.
Congregants throng in for the 20th edition of the Holy Ghost Congress with the theme Glory Ahead. The church raises a high praise to God for another annual event. Prayers, Testimonies, exhortation, choir renditions take the air of the RCCG camp. The General Overseer of the Redeemed Christian Church of God, Pastor Enoch Adejare Adeboye, sermonizes on the topic, A New Name, emphasizing the negative effect of unrighteous living.
So if you have not surrendered your life to Jesus Christ, you don't know what you are missing. If you are just a church goer and you are not truly married to Jesus, you don't know what you are missing. And if you claim that you're a Christian and you are not behaving like Christ, you're deceiving yourself.
Day after day, the week-long Congress picks up momentum. Day 5 witnesses a large crowd in the 2 auditoriums. The Vice President, his wife, governors, foreign delegates, and traditional rulers are part of the service. More praise to God takes the atmosphere. Pastor Adeboye reveals the mystery behind the theme of the Congress.
Glory ahead could also mean there was a past that was not so good. When God says glory ahead, it means shame is about to end in your life.
The Holy Ghost Congress is the second annual program of the Redeemed Christian Church of God, which comes after the Holy Ghost Convention held every August. Loretta Chiogo, Channels Television News.
After a long, productive year, Zenith Bank PLC is continuing its Christmas celebrations in style with the 2018 Zenith Youth Parade. A time of fun, it is, and excitement for youth and children from different backgrounds, including over 30 schools. Speaking at the event, which features a road carnival in Lagos, the Group Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer Peter Amangbo said the bank is focused on empowering the youths of the country, especially in the area of technology.
Ajose Adeogun in Victoria Island, Lagos, turns into a sea of red as Zenith Bank PLC holds its 2018 Christmas Youth Parade. On every corner is one attraction or the other: Santa Claus, a party bus, and over 40 different games to build the minds of the young ones, both mentally and physically. The fun gradually builds up as carnival trains from the bank, 33 schools and various charity organizations hit the road. The celebration includes top performances such as Kafi, Mayokun and Fowls taking turns to thrill the crowd. Beyond all the excitement, Zenith Bank says this is about creating a platform for youths of diverse backgrounds to meet, interact and grow.
The whole essence is to express love and also give the children a sense of belonging, a sense of hope, and also use the opportunity to usher in Christmas for the youth.
If you want to see the soul of any society, you must see the way they treat the children. And that's why we make all these sacrifices for the children to have a better tomorrow, for them to appreciate that, they are our tomorrow.
Going by the theme, it's digital, it's my future, Zenith Bank prides itself in a culture of engaging the youth in many areas, including technology.
We have a lot of sponsorships, we have a lot of empowerment in terms of digital and technology. And we also have other special programs in terms of ICT centers for schools. We have in over a dozen schools now, ICT centers, in so many universities across all the geopolitical zones in the country. And we'll continue to do this to support the children and to support the youth.
This year's Zenith Youth Parade, the 13th edition, showcases various aspects in which the bank encourages the youth to pursue their aspirations and reach for higher heights as they celebrate the Yuletide and grow into leaders of tomorrow.
The nation may be bracing up for another fuel scarcity as the Depot and Petroleum Products Marketers Association, DAPMAN, has issued a directive to its members to shut down all loading operations at midnight to drum home their demand to be paid all claims owed them by the federal government. The association in the directive states that it reviewed the suspension of the ultimatum given to the federal government on December 25, 2017, which was suspended due to the intervention of well-meaning Nigerians and the federal government's promise to immediately pay marketers the outstanding subsidy-induced debts. The directive, signed by the Executive Secretary of the Association, Olufemi Adewale, further adds that almost 12 months after, not much has been done, a situation that has further impoverished its members and put their businesses in harm's way. Meanwhile, the Depot and Petroleum Products Marketers Association and the Independent Petroleum Products Importers of Nigeria should consider the plight of Nigerians before embarking on any strike action this Yuletide. The words of the Chief Operating Officer of Petroleum Downstream of the Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation, Mr. Henry Obi, at a meeting with industry players in Abuja. Mr. Obi said he was shocked at the rejection of the federal government's promissory note to pay 340 billion naira by the Depot and Petroleum Products Marketers Association of Nigeria. The association had reportedly threatened to withdraw its services if the demands are not paid. Our correspondent, Kayla Megwa, reports.
It is a threat Nigerians have grown accustomed to. Fuel queues emerging at petrol stations as the nation approaches Yuletide. This year, it is the petroleum marketers under the aegis of Depot and Petroleum Products Marketers Association, DAPMA, and the Independent Petroleum Products Importers, IPPI, rejecting the federal government's offer to pay them a total of 348 billion naira in promissory notes over a period of time, with the first tranche of 236 billion naira to be paid on the 14th of December 2018. However, not all the marketers are on the same page.
So what I will plead with our marketers is just to exercise patience and give government a second chance to see that what they can do.
The government is trying its best, and we should remain patient, calm, support the effort of the government.
I was privy to that statement, but what is so important is the nation, not individual self.
These players in the industry are shocked at the stand of DAPMA, stating that a consensus was reached in their presence at the last meeting with the Ministry of Finance.
So at the meeting, all of us expressed satisfaction. DAPMA was there. In fact, the Executive Secretary himself, who has signed the recent press release, personally spoke for about 10 minutes and confirmed that he was happy with what has been agreed and that he will sign the paper. And there's nothing stopping government from meeting its commitment to the marketers. So, of course, we're surprised that DAPMA has walked away from that meeting and said they were not party to that agreement.
Playing the role of mediators in this impasse are the Petroleum Tanker Drivers Association and Pengason. They're worried about the impact a strike action in the sector will have on the polity at this time.
If the federal government allowed this threat to go, you know what is going to be, what we experienced last year. We don't want that kind of thing to happen.
For us, we have said, and there have been a series of meetings to resolve it, and we stand by that, and we appeal to both government and the marketers to look at the larger interests of the Nigerian nation.
Nigerians have been assured that there will be enough petroleum products to last through the Yuletide. In fact, 55 days worth of petroleum products already on ground. Diesel will be imported in a few days' time. And there's the fact that the Warri refinery is already working and the Port Harcourt refinery is expected to start functioning in a few days' time. So the message for every Nigerian this Yuletide, don't panic. There's enough to last the season. Kayla Megwa, Channels Television News.